All right, I wanted to make a separate video before I give you the real lecture 26 because we are in week 15 and you have a test coming up soon. So the final is the last test in this class. We have 17 weeks of lectures. So week 16, week 17 we have lectures, and then week 18 is finals week. Okay, so I'm going to release this page, the final info page, and the extra credit assignment page as well. Okay, so let's go to the final info page first. So the final, it will be available to you from 2:30 on the 16th. That's the Monday of finals week. Boop. So that's Monday, to 8:30 p.m. on the 17th. That's the Tuesday of finals week. Okay? The test is slightly longer than a normal class period. It's going to be an hour and 50 minutes. Okay? So that's the length of time you're going to get to take the test. And then, in addition to my normal office hours where you can totally take the test during those on Tuesday, I also have an in-person CSCI 40 final that's scheduled because of the time of the class to be on the Monday of finals week from 5:30 p.m. to 7:20 p.m. So I will also have a laptop in front of me and I'll be on Zoom able to answer your questions during that time period as well. Okay? So you can choose to either, if you'd like to be at near me when you take it, you could take it during my Tuesday office hours on Zoom or on Zoom during this time period when I'm proctoring my in-person CSCI 40 final. Okay, so that is the information about the final, and because it's a longer test, it's the last test, it will be a cumulative test because all the topics in this class really are cumulative, right? So the final will cover topics. You can assume that every single lecture, every Xi book reading, every Xi lab, every lab is fair game for me to pull stuff from, okay? I'll try and not be horrible, and I'll try to give more weight to the stuff you've seen after the second midterm, all the stuff that I have not tested you on yet. But you should really expect to see everything because we built on top of like the very basic stuff that we started with when we began the class. So you should expect to see a little bit of everything. So because of that, you should be familiar with all midterm 1 and 2 topics, and then the rest of the stuff that I have not tested you on yet. For pointers in the heap, I do want to say this. We did read about some extra cool stuff in your Xi book about pointers and the heap and class-like stuff like destructors. You learned about linked lists a little bit. Those things will not be on the midterm. No, sorry. By midterm, I mean final. Okay, I'll change that. Those concepts will not be on the final, I promise. Okay? That is stuff that I have not asked you to do an assignment on, and so I won't ask you to do stuff about it. Okay, so I won't test you on that, but here are the other topics, all right? And then I will probably get to some things after bitwise operations, and you should still expect to see questions on them, but I'm not going to give a lot of weight to those questions. Okay, that's my promise to you. So bitwise operations are like the last major topic that you should expect to see on the final. Okay, so the format is the same as always. The same as midterm 2, for example, and here is a sample final from last semester. So practice, yell at me if you have any questions, and that is the final, Monday and Tuesday of finals week. So plan to take it then, and with every test comes an extra credit assignment. So this extra credit assignment is, as usual, make a final review video, and this will be due the day before the final, so midnight on the 15th. That's a Sunday. Okay, and this one is worth all the marbles, just in case you need some extra credit. I'll make this one worth up to 5% extra credit. Okay, so you're welcome for that. And here's what you can do. Just as usual, make a video, pretend you're me, go through some topics, make up some cool examples. All right, so I want to see you do some nice review work here, and pretend you're me and give a little mini lecture maybe. So talk about those topics that you're reviewing in a way that I haven't, so that your peers can see them from a different perspective, for example. All right, so those are the requirements, and the normal percentages that have existed before for past extra credits are the same here, if you'd like them. But if you want the full 5% extra credit this time, then you're going to double the 2.5 extra credit work. So make a longer video, make a 40-minute video, and go through a bunch of topics. Potentially. Okay, so that is your final exam extra credit review assignment. Everything's the same as before. Do it if you need it. And I think that is everything that I wanted to say. So I talked about the final, talked about the extra credit, you know all the dates now, and I think we're ready for the actual lecture now. So I'll see you there.